And now I'm gonna tell you guys, I own this movie because I need to watch it at least every couple days. Yeah.
Every couple days.
Yes, every couple days. It keeps my testosterone up.
Okay. All right. Put it on the big TV. Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna put it.
So we're gonna be working on a Tesla while I'm being forced to watch this movie as well.
I'm gonna tape your eyeballs open.
Out of here, it's threatening me.
That's because you're mean, Gary.
Always bringing up the bean card.
You're mean. I'm the nice one. You're the mean one. We all know that.
So, another late night. We're back on the Tesla.
On the Tesla. On the Tesla. But this time, we are gonna get it fucking done because this customer needs his car back. He does. He's listen, there are some people in this world that do not deserve the treatment they get. This gentleman, and I am saying this with the absolute most truth. This gentleman is so patient that like I have no choice but to build him some fucking insanity because he's so patient. So the last thing I want to do is like make him feel like, oh, this is all the final for a Tesla. Make him feel like we're not trying hard enough, or I'm not trying hard enough to make something cool for him. So yeah, we're gonna make something cool. But first I have to make something cool for him in the computer, and then transfer it to this fucking thing, because that's what I have to do. You're doing that thing again.
Oh, I thought you had more to say.
No, you're doing that thing again. You like doing that. I did it! I did it! I ate my dinner, designed an amp rack, and drank a soda all at the same time. So what I did was I made an amp rack with 3 layers. Each one of these is going to be 2 layers. So what you'll have is the outside layer, or the top layer, which is acrylic here, and then you'll have the border layer, or the underneath layer, that will have LEDs in it, and that layer will butt up against the bottom of this with some carbon fiber, and it'll all light up because these pieces that come off the sides slide through the amp rack. You can take your phone call, Gary. All right, ready?
Yes.
So now that Gary's done with his fucking phone call, because this is still work, Gary. Oh, dude, I have the fucking best idea. Anyway, now that we have these things, so this is the amp rack for the 2 4-channels. These 2 little guys, like this. So we have them in the plastic so that they don't fucking. Now this is what I love about the ARC amps, the X2 amplifiers, is they will be orientated in which the wiring will come out the back this way, but the emblem that's on top, you can flip it. Flip it. Okay. Flip it. Want to see it again? Flip it. So the top tier will be these amplifiers. It could go any way we want, really, because these tiers are interchangeable. So this tier, you guys are gonna have to use your imagination. We'll go on top of this, like so, right? And this tier will go underneath these 2, like so. So the first thing we need to do is build some templates for the sides. Now what has to happen is we have to build these acrylic parts that need to be glued to the carbon fiber parts that then need to be wrapped in suede or vinyl, whatever we're gonna do. And then we need to figure out how tall that is and then cut the sides so these pieces will slide into the sides and then they get attached on the sides. And then the lighting will go on the sides. And then the top will go on, then the sides will go on. So what you're gonna see this video, it might not happen tonight, but it might happen Thursday night because we're not working tomorrow. Is you're gonna see these pieces come to life and be put into the amp rack that we bent the plexi on, and then we're going to attach it all so that we can get it in the car. There are gonna be some parts that we might have to print to get these guys to stay in the car, but we're gonna get done. I don't know all of you, I don't know any of you for that matter, but I know there's one common bond that we have. One part of us that we all share, and that is the love of the movie Goodfellas. Now, while I understand there are people in the third world, and there are people in the second world. I mean, I understand that North Korea exists, and they don't have access to Goodfellas, the movie. And I understand that, like, there's some people in this world that maybe their religious beliefs don't allow them to watch movies with that kind of language. But I know good goddamn well that Gary, behind his fucking camera right now, can watch Goodfellas anytime he wants, and he's chosen on many occasions not to do it. He's chosen, you've chosen not, you chose not to do it.
I forgot.
You forgot not, listen, this won't be tolerated.
Tolerated.
This, I pay Gary for every one of these videos, and I'm gonna tell you right now, Gary, this is the last time you show up to this fucking shop for us to film this or the next project, these cars, without watching that movie. I feel like, I'm impressed here because I feel like you're doing it on purpose. I feel like you're doing it to spite me.
Here, I'll save it. I'll save it this time.
I'm just, what do you, he did this. That's saving it? What the fuck is that?
No, I had something in my eyes.
He just did that to save it.
He's making things up now.
That's exactly what you did. I have two eyes. I'm seeing you. Anyway, in the comments, tell Gary what movies he needs to see because he's evidently not very cultured. That's it. I'm not even gonna give him the choice. We have a TV over there, right over there, and we're gonna play Goodfellas. And we're gonna have a reaction video at the end of this video, and we're gonna talk about this. But tonight, before Gary leaves, he's watching Goodfellas.
Okay, you gonna put the movie on? What are you doing? Lamborghinis? What are you doing?
I got distracted.
Looking at Gallardo's?
I think I want to replace my vet with the Lamborghini, but not now, soon. So look, let's do this. And now I'm gonna tell you guys, I own this movie because I need to watch it at least every couple days. Yeah.
Every couple days?
Yes, every couple days. It keeps my testosterone up.
Okay. All right. Now put on the big TV. Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna put it on.
So we're gonna be working on a Tesla while I'm being forced to watch this movie as well.
I'm gonna tape your eyeballs open. So what we have is this design that we had, but we changed it because that's what I do. So follow me real quick and you'll kind of understand what's going on. So this will get cut out. The bottom of this guy will get cut out so that we will have this at the bottom. So let's do this. So it's already looking kind of fucking crazy. So imagine this guy was going to be here like this, right? And there's 3 other layers. Remember we talked about the layers before. So the PS8 will go there. We'll have that guy in here like this, and then we're gonna have and this order might change because the order doesn't matter, but what we want to do is make sure we have enough room for everything. So there's one layer like this, then there'll be another piece of acrylic that's this thick. You can see this acrylic is the same size as this piece of PVC. It's actually a little bit thicker, but so we're gonna have this guy next. We're gonna have another layer. Let me go grab the other layer real quick. Here's another layer, not cut out of acrylic yet because, well, we just had a little acrylic problem today. This next layer will go in like this, where the 2 4-channels will sit in here. Oh, we might have to change this. Look at that, Gary. It's a little bit too far over there. You see that? Yeah. These might have to come over just a hair. Just a hair, just so that. So then, you know, this will have the center, which will be, I don't know how to kind of explain this. Well, you have 2 4-channels. One like so. One that goes this way. You get it, Gary?
Yes.
Just so, yeah, you have. And then you'll have the mono block that'll come up here like this. So it's a good use of all this space in there.
Yep.
And you guys remember the 3D model that we had originally? Some of that stuff's gonna go in here. Some of that stuff we're going to save for a different car. But we need to probably do some cooling in here because it's all gonna be underneath this. And yeah, we just don't want, you know, we don't want a guy that was patiently waiting for his car to get his car back and have amps that overheat. Whatever. So, what I need to do now is finger outs. And if you know what finger out means, it means figure out where. So what we need to do is figure out where this needs to stop so that we can cut out the sides here for the amps. Does that make sense, Gary?
Yep. So
this will sit down over these pieces. See these pieces right here? We'll just go. We'll measure it out. We'll cut it, and after we cut it, this will sit down, and then these guys will attach with LEDs coming around a lot of this stuff. We're gonna hide a lot of that stuff with panels that go in here, just so we can hide stuff. It's gonna be really fucking cool. I mean, it's kind of bunkers actually, if you ask me, but we're gonna get it done. Yeah, what's next? All right, so right now I am prepping the amp rack for initial assembly, which will be this piece coming in here. I gotta kind of like, sorry, space everything out so that it all sits underneath this beautiful fucking thing that we have here. So like I said, so it'll be cool. So for instance, this piece that we have here, this little guy that we have right here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this side out and the back side out so that it will accept the amp here. So the first thing I need to do in order to do that is, this jig is here. I could use the 3D thing, but this might be easier. You know, it would be good if I had an actual Sharpie. So we're gonna take the Sharpie and we're gonna make a little guy there, right? So that will tell us where it needs to go. This will tell us how high it needs to be. So we're making basically a template. So this will sit down in here. So now this part will sit flat. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our little test amp and we're gonna put it in the area where that thing is. And this is the lowest point for that 1 amp. So everything's gonna stack inside here. I'm gonna get another piece of acrylic. Put this one here, like that. And I think that I'm gonna do some carbon fiber inserts in here. So if I do that, yeah. So yeah, let's just do this. We're gonna do that. We're gonna grab a piece of 16th inch acrylic as well. Got the platform, okay? The platform goes like this. This guy goes down like so. This will get glued onto here. Someplace, somehow, some way. Get glued onto here, but we'll bondo up to this on the front and back side. Right? Then we're gonna have this rack. It goes in for the DSP, which will sit down in here like this. And what we'll do is we'll have a filler piece that sits in the bottom of this. Back at it, and yeah.
So the mock-up is done?
It's not done, but it's in the beginning. So we got
okay.
All amplifiers in here is 2 4 channels and a monoblock. So the 4 channel one is going to run the front pair of tweeters and the mid ranges. The other one will run the mid bass and the rear speakers. So everything in the car, and obviously 1100. So we got a service amp up here to mock up this guy because I just didn't feel like grabbing another one. And the DSP in the middle. So what we have here is going to be a lit up. This part here will fucking light this up. We will light this up. This whole bottom piece light up. And then the bottom, I don't know if you get over here, you can see there's 3 layers. The bottom we flush mounted here, and we'll have another whole mess of LEDs on the bottom. So all this is clear acrylic. It'll all shine through. And then you guys remember from a couple episodes ago, we had our dense piece of plexi that goes here like so. And so now this is the part where I'll start kind of planning out the side pieces that we talked about a long time ago. There's obviously some changes now that now I can see it. You can see all that stuff. We have our protective tape on the plexi, so that when we start, we can start to basically assemble this whole deal. all of the wiring, some of the wiring will come out through this side portion here, some out the back. Definitely LED controllers coming out on one or the two sides, so all the LEDs can get taken care of. But yeah, this is kind of what the beginning of the end is looking like. It's this really long project that is really fucking cool. What do you think, Gary?
That's gonna be fucking cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too because we've been on this is the longest project we've ever been on, huh?
Yeah, this one's pretty long.
It's long and tiring because the last thing I want to do is give the guy that actually was patient and waited like something I just shot out. You know what I mean? So, like the next couple of days, I'll be polishing the front 3 of these pieces of acrylic so that when you see it here, it's all clear and you can just see it. So it'll be sanded and polished, and then assembled, and then we'll probably do all the wiring outside of the car so that this whole shooting match will go in the car. All the connections will go kind of back here underneath, behind this piece that we have here, and then go to the right or the left or whatever. We can go in the car anywhere it needs to go. So that's it for now.
For now.
We'll see you guys next time.